When I started working on this record, Life on a String, it was going to be all about animals, starting with germs. And I want to mention a really great book called The Gospel of Germs. And it's the story of when germs were discovered in the early 20th century. And there was a big campaign to convince people that they actually existed, that there were these tiny, invisible animals that could kill you. And in most parts of the world, France and Italy and China, the campaign was a complete failure. But it really caught on in the United States, where people said, you know, tiny invisible things that could kill you? I don't see why not. I mean, it's a place that already believes in a lot of invisible things. But anyway, now that people are becoming more and more like machines, I think it's a good time to remember how much we actually have in common with animals. Like, take our eyes, for example. Our eyes are in the front of our heads because we are the predators. Like eagles and the lions, they're in the front for aim, precision, and focus to find the target. And all the other animals have them way out on the sides, you know, the fish, the deer, the rabbits, and they're always scanning around like this, turning their heads, you know, on the lookout, more or less, for us. But it's amazing, you know, how quickly evolution works sometimes. And there's a certain male spider that has recently evolved from being a victim to being a survivor in just under a year. And so the way it happened was like this. The female spider constructs a very complex web made up of many threads that go out, and one is the kind of food thread, and one is the weather thread, and another is a kind of mating thread, and it's she can tell when a male is approaching. It's a kind of like a doorbell. And so anyway, the male comes along this line and into the center of the web, and they mate, and she eats him, and that's the way it's been. But recently, these male spiders seem to have invented a new strategy, and that is that they bring along a package which is a bug wrapped in this really kind of cruddy stuff. And after they mate, he tosses her the package, and she just gets distracted for an instant, just enough time for him to make his escape. And then even this strategy was improved on, and the males began to do something really incredible. They arrived with the package like before, but now there was nothing inside. It was completely empty. They'd figured out that they didn't have to bring anything at all. And it wasn't like a disappointment for the females. It was just like, you know, one of those odd moments when suddenly everything changes. And it's not what you expected. And you don't know yet whether it's for better or for worse.